Sir Alex Ferguson has never gotten elected ever since he left United in a manager at Manchester United like Erik ten Hag, and he believes a lot in him after registering close to 71 winning percentage ever since he came in at Manchester United, and has gone ahead to avail him with tips, tactics, ingredients, call them minerals of winning 4 titles this season. Welcome to United Matters channel. Rock and David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner is a place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you to get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now, Sir Alex Ferguson is another one who is really great as far as United is concerned, and he has not even failed to go all out and really try to see United get where it was. He has been friends with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Jose Mourinho, Luis van Gaal, and others, but none of those has gone ahead to put in a very drastic performance at Manchester United, like Erik ten Hag. After that story, we are going to talk about Alejandro Garnacho's contract, then Bruno Fernandes hinting on what Ten Hag really demands on the field of play, and hinting a little bit about Casemiro and how he's acting as a leader amid him not being good at speaking good English. And lastly, I'm going to let you know the 9 confirmed players of Barcelona that are really going to start against Manchester United. I think that's it. Not so? So let's get this started. Now, we all know that on Tuesday, Sir Alex Ferguson and Ten Hag had a first outing of a meeting, a detailed meeting that they held together, and obviously Ten Hag went ahead to react to that, and this is what he had to say. I've taken long to come out with this story and do it because I was really thinking about what these two were talking about. Why did they meet at this particular time? And finally, I've gotten that answer turning into my brain. Now, Ten Hag said the following on dining with Sir Alex Ferguson, that it is massive to have his support. I enjoy to speak with people with massive knowledge and experience it. He wants to share it. He wants to help and support. Manchester United is his club and he feels so committed. He wants us to be doing well. It was a great night. Now, that is what Ten Hag really said. But we are going to go all out and harvest out every statement and relate it to what we think Sir Alex Ferguson was really tasking Erik ten Hag. Now, let me draw my picture of this story. Why have I said that Fergie or Sir Alex Ferguson avails Ten Hag with 4 title winning tips? Ten Hag has always told us that they've talked with Sir Alex Ferguson, but on the pitch most of the times. Even the meeting they had with Ronaldo, I think that's when they came close to talking at the beginning of this season. But he had never had an audience with Sir Alex Ferguson like the one they had on a Tuesday night. They sat together and they talked for close to 2-3 hours at a restaurant, and they had dinner together. Now, we who are really very much inquisitive went ahead to ask ourselves, why now? Why now? Yet Ten Hag has been really having good spells and really winning very many big teams. I believe him getting a win against City at Old Trafford would have really triggered their meeting, but it never happened. Why is it in a week where United is playing Barcelona, you get, in the UEFA Europa League, if we knock them out, that means we're going to be one of the favorites to really take this trophy. Secondly, on Sunday, we are playing a Carabao Cup finale. You get? Why is it now Ferguson dines with Erik ten Hag? Let me tell you all about. It's all about titles. It's all about titles. Tasking him to win titles, giving him the necessary knowledge, as Ten Hag really told us about this. And this is what Ten Hag really said about the meeting with Ferguson, that he enjoys to speak with people like Sir Alex Ferguson with massive knowledge and experience. Sir Alex Ferguson wanted to share his experience and knowledge to support the club. He wants the club to be doing well, and he wants us to be winning trophies, because the levels, the ultimatum of United that they said is all about winning trophies. Even if we finish second, third, runners up, losing the final, that is nothing to Manchester United. We are all set in a way by Sir Alex Ferguson that you're supposed to be winning games of football. And that is what Ten Hag was talking about, that he was meeting Sir Alex Ferguson to share with him the experience and the knowledge. Now, remember, we are the only team in Europe that is still in all 4 competitions. Premier League, we are 5 points behind Arsenal, 3 points behind Man City. UEFA Europa League, round of, we are on to the knockout stage. We are playing Barcelona today. We knock them out. We go to the round of 16. FA Cup, we are into the 5th round. We are playing West Ham, I think mid next week. Carabao Cup, we are playing a finale on Sunday. We are the only team that is still in all 4 competitions. That's it. So, as it stands, let no one lie to you that the knowledge that Sir Alex Ferguson was sharing with Erik ten Hag was not about how to win these trophies. In the history of Sir Alex Ferguson, the most he went was to win 3 trophies in a single season. That was in 1999. That's treble. We won the FA Cup, Champions League, and the Premier League. That's when he only came close to winning 4 trophies. But when you look at Erik ten Hag, he's having all these 4 trophies at his reach, provided he goes ahead and knocks out Barcelona tonight. And I believe Sir Alex Ferguson was always giving him tips of how to find himself ending the season with 4 trophies. And all this is possible. And the most important bit of it, I think they're discussing the Premier League, because he was a champion of really winning such runs and such title races, because there are very many times Sir Alex Ferguson reached February when he's in second or third, and the person topping the table being 8 points ahead of Manchester United, Ferguson came out and found himself in a position of winning the league. So I think he gave him those tips and tactics on how to go ahead and really win this league, and obviously how he should really take these players to the next level and their mentality, because Ferguson is appreciating the work that Erik ten Hag has always done. And when you look at all of this, it shows you that it is said that whoever has is the one who is going to be even added to what he's having. And Erik ten Hag having put out a very good stunning season for Manchester United, I think Ferguson saw it as sen to go in and sit down with him to give him some tips on how to do these domestic leagues. Even in Europe, this is one of the tournaments that he won when he was still at Aberdeen. Was it called the Cup Winners' Cup by then? He won it. So he knows how to win these tournaments, and he knows what to do to go ahead and really win tournaments like this. And he knows how to beat Barcelona, because the last time we beat Barcelona at Old Trafford, it was Sir Alex Ferguson managing Manchester United. So to me, 100% believe that Fergie was availing Erik ten Hag with 4 title winning tips. He's telling him it's possible. Let's go for all the 4 titles. Amid having shortages of injuries, but the good thing is that most of your players are back. Scott McTominay is back, Anton is back, Anton Martial is on his way back onto his clear fitness. So I think that was the main reason as to why Ferguson met Erik ten Hag, winning 4 trophies. That's the plan, and he was telling him how to go on with it, because he's a man who has the experience to come out and really explain to Erik ten Hag, and Erik ten Hag will always not pay a deaf ear when Ferguson, or Fergie, is talking to him, because he knows he has done it day in, day out, and he did it for 27 years at Old Trafford. And to me, he's the best decorated manager, I think, in world football as far as the club level is really concerned. Won very many trophies for Manchester United, played very many finals, brought in very many talents at Old Trafford, and now Ten Hag is trying to replicate what the man did. Now, leaving that at that, let's talk a little bit about Garnacho. A contract has been really put on table, and it's going to be announced any time from now. This is Chadanka. He writes for the Times, and he's a reporter for that news outlet. Has told us that Garnacho is set to agree a 5-year deal at Manchester United, which will include a significant pay increase of his £7,000 a week wages to reflect his status in the team. And it's said that he's going to be earning close to £30,000, but there are going to be clauses of his salary increase depending on his performances. And I think this is what we should be doing for every player at Manchester United, not getting in Anthony from Ajax and giving him a contract of 200 thousand pounds a week. Yet at Ajax was earning 20,000 pounds a week. Jadon Sancho earning 60,000 pounds a week and multiplying his salary by 6 times almost to 350,000 pounds a week. That is abysmal. That is uncalled for at Manchester United. And I think the new structure we're bringing in for a contract really puts us in a situation of really managing our astronomical or hefty wage bill, because the wage bill of United last season was 456 million pounds. Now, with the departure of Paul Pogba, who was earning close to 300,000 pounds, that means United have been saving close to 1.2 per month. Have been saving close to 15 million pounds a year of that. Ronaldo, he was earning 800,000 pounds a week, meaning that was earning minimum of 3 million, that is 36. Added to the 14 of Paul Pogba, that means we've gone ahead to save 50 million pounds after those two really departed, and that means we're really getting the wage bill down, meaning that we are now at 400. We need to see to it that that wage bill doesn't exceed, to me, if it's at 300 million pounds a year, that's good. That's good, because I know very soon we are going to hit an income of 1 billion pound as Manchester United. Now, if we hit that 1 million pound and we're having wage bills of our players at 300 million pounds plus club expenses, 500 million pounds, we'll be having a profit of 500 million pounds. I believe with 500 million pounds, we can spend like 200 million pounds per season, January and the summer, then we let that money be saved, you get, for other aspects of life. And I've seen people coming out and saying that we can't build a stadium if at all we don't get new owners. Guys, if we cut short the wage bill, because even David De Gea is going to be earning 250,000 pounds a week in his proposed new contract, meaning that United are going to be saving close to 130 pounds a week that he was earning more. When you multiply that by 4 to tally it to the gross of the month, that is almost 0.5 million pounds. Now, times 12, that means United is saving close to 6 million pounds of David De Gea, and we need to go on and do that on every player. All players should be at least having 200,000 pounds a week, those that are really doing great. But exceptional players like Rashford, putting in a very good season, give him a contract worth 350,000 pounds a week. And if at all he wants to be earning 400,000 pounds a week, you tell him that that will always come in through according to your performances, as they're doing in Alejandro Garnacho. Harry Maguire should be one of those to leave the club in the summer. If at all he leaves, that means we'd have saved close to 10 million pounds of that, and I believe this is possible. Scott McTominay is earning close to 140,000 pounds a week, or 120. You lay him off the club, that means you've gone ahead to save 6-7 million pounds a season. So I think if we go on like that and get these players out and off, we are going to find ourselves in a situation that is really going to go ahead and really control the wage bill. And Ten Hag is really giving contracts that are really performance best. That's what you should know. So for Garnacho, it's coming, and anytime from now, its announcement is on the way. Now, Bruno Fernandes has gone ahead and really given us what Ten Hag demands from the players. And he's really a strict man. He said to BT Sport that he demands from people, you do it, or you are out. He did it with Cristiano Ronaldo. He did it with Jadon Sancho. He did it with Marcus Rashford. And he has not even included Harry Maguire, because him hitting about Harry Maguire in this aspect, it would have been like he's really rivaling him, because looks like Bruno has won us the very many games as a captain of Manchester United. So he's talking about the demands of Erik Ten Hag, that if you do them right, you are in. If you don't do them right, you are out. Now, he did about Cristiano Ronaldo. For him, we know all that he couldn't press, he couldn't do what the manager wanted, dropped him on the bench. Ronaldo ended up putting out an unending career interview with, what is the name of the guy of Talk TV? after really putting it out there for you, Piers Morgan. After putting out that his United career-ending interview, he went on to find a mutual consent, and United terminated his contract, and he left. Marcus Rashford, the game of Wolverhampton Wanderers, because he overslept and arrived late into the match prep, Ten Hag benched him. For who else has he talked about? Jadon Sancho. Sancho couldn't deliver what the manager did. He sent him away to Netherlands to turn his mentality right. And after turning his mentality right, Sancho is back with a very huge bang, as you see him. Has played like 3 games with 2 goals, and soon more are yet to come. That is Ten Hag for you. Now, for Harry Maguire, he's a fifth fiddle centre-back at Manchester United, because even Luke Shaw has taken over another spot of being the second in command to the left central defense position after old two Lisandro Martinez. It shows you how the manager is really strict and really calls in things, and he really puts them into his know and working. For Bruno Fernandes, again, when I hate to say that, for Casemiro, he doesn't speak English well yet, but he makes himself understood. He speaks the universal language of football. He's very important for us. He has improved the team. That is no doubt, and that's why I always come out and refer to him as the best player or the most important player at Manchester United. He might not be the best player right now at Old Trafford, and everyone will go in for Marcus Rashford, but the most important player. There is the difference between best and important. You get? Let me draw you this example. That you go to a supermarket. You get? You need sugar. You get? And you need a phone. Or not a phone, all right. Let's say you need sugar, and there is a certain other item that you need. Do you know what that calls for? You'll go in for the essential, because you know that you are used to taking tea with sugar. You cannot sacrifice taking tea without sugar for something that is not all that essential. So Rashford is the best player at Manchester United this season, but the most important player at Old Trafford is Casemiro. Amidst him not being able to speak English, but obviously he's well understood because he speaks the universal football language. That's what Bruno has told us. And today he's into the mix to face Barcelona. That is Casemiro for you. And as we talk about the game of Barcelona, guess what? Some team news has leaked from the camp of Barcelona, and guess who has gone ahead to leak it? He goes by the names of Javi Miguel Club, and he works for Canal. He has told us that 9 players are confirmed to start tonight for Barcelona. That is Ter Stegen in goal, Araujo, Koundé, Christensen. That is the defense partnership. Frenkie de Jong, KC, Busquets, Lewandowski, and Rafinha. So 2 places are still undecided. So as it stands, Xavi has gone ahead to really have 9, but the 2 places or positions that are undecided are those of Pedri and Gavi, who are really missing out onto this tie. Because for Ousmane Dembele, you know that Rafinha is going to go on and do that job. Now, is he going to choose Ferran Torres over Ansu Fati to play as a left attacking midfielder? Or he might go in for another programmatic system of playing with 5 midfielders and playing with fullbacks that are really going to close down that wide area of Manchester United, because he feels like he needs compactness in the midfield. And I think, by the way, for the very first time we might see Xabi Barcelona going programmatic against Manchester United by fielding 5 players in the midfield. They can't do that. They can't do that because they know that's the only way they can get or force a result at Old Trafford. So guys, your thoughts on to Ferguson availing Erik ten Hag with 4 title winning tips are welcome in the comment section below. Tell me your thoughts about the Garnacho contract and whether the drawn pyramid for him to see himself increase his salary to more is really well and could be applied to other United players. And then Bruno Fernandes talking about Erik ten Hag and Casemiro. Your thoughts are also welcome in the comment section in the comment section below. Guys, I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and may Him really see you through all the hardships that you are in right now, because He's the Lord God and He heals. He heals, and He'll never want us to suffer. I sign out for now. See you later, guys. Ciao, ciao. Returning with what we call the Match Day Live. I'm out.